Hey there, folks. This is the December 2014 Birchbox Man unboxing. God, my love-hate with Birchbox is kind of very shifting in one direction, and it's kind of not love. Although I will definitely give them credit. I haven't marked out my address on this because I'm not going to put it up to the camera, but I will give them this. At least they dropped that little smarmy slam on me in my name. But the problem is this box kind of follows the trend of the last few that they put out. They send an email out about a day before saying, hey guys, you get some choice in your boxes. And then they put the items that you can choose for your luxury item. And they say, check your email for the link to make your choice. And again, I'm one of these terrible working class people. I kind of have a job where I can't sit by my phone. I can't sit by the email client all day. In other words, I have to make the money that goes to paying Birchbox for their service when this email goes out. In this case, the December box, I got it within about, I think, 2 hours of it coming out. The problem was the only item that had not been sold out were socks. Now, here's the problem. Morbidly obese people and socks designed for fashionista hipsters do not mix. I guess the polite way to put it is, if I spend a day in a pair of socks designed for fashionista hipsters, my lower legs are going to look like a raccoon. That is to say, you'll see the calf kind of come down to a point, and then you'll see the compression point from where the socks are. So I will kind of have basically a pair of socks embedded into my feet for a majority of the rest of the day when I take it off. So I had to send yet another email to Birchbox customer service, basically politely saying, what the fuck, people, if you're going to do something like this, you have to have enough supply to honor more than a 2, 3, 4, a 6-hour window. You have to understand that not all of your customers have the privilege of jobs where they can sit in front of an email client, refreshing. So if this is the way things are going to continue with Birchbox, I may not continue the service. This is becoming way too stressy for something that's supposed to be fun. I think it's a good idea. I just don't think that they've tweaked the system to the point yet where it actually functions and kind of gives the customers an opportunity to exercise the real choice. Again, had I not emailed customer service, had I not raised a little bit of a fuss, I'd be stuck with a pair of socks that I can't wear in here. And that's, part of the limitations of being a fat boy. So I know what's in here. I know. Oh, I'm smelling something already. I know what's in here, but, again, it's kind of hard fought, and I should not have to fight for something like it's Black Friday at a Best Buy or Black Friday at a Walmart. Again, Birchbox, I don't know if you watch these videos when I tag you, but you guys have got to get the system down to the point where a majority of your customers can actually get what we want. Otherwise, leaving us with the scraps, that's not cool. So, editorializing aside, this is the November box. I think they're calling it the Stuff of Legends. All right, so there's my card. We'll talk about the stuff there a bit. It looks like this is a circular plugging all of the gift stuff. I guess, they do this with Father's Day, so I guess it makes sense that they're going to do it for holiday as well. So let's see what's in here. Now, what am I smelling? I'm not opening, man. That's the first thing I'm looking for. Come on. It smells good. I can't smell-o-vision this through the computer, but I think this is it. And this is good stuff. And based on the title, the Earnest Supplies Awake and Exfoliate Body Bar. White letters on a yellow background make this very, very difficult to read, but let me see what I can do here. A daily soap made with coconut, jojoba, peppermint, and caffeine. Holy shit. Designed to stimulate, exfoliate, moisturize, and cleanse. All right, kids, you had me at caffeine. caffeine soap first thing in the morning. I can be down with this. And as a matter of fact, I see another head-to-head video coming here. Earlier this year, right before the beginning of the whole depressive downswing, my friends at Dr. Squatch sent me a pair of soaps to review. I did the Golden Moss review, and I was holding the pine tar because the pine tar, the smell is so amazing that when I opened the mailbox, the very first thing that just wafted out of that mailbox was the smell of pine. And my thought was, I really should, the Golden Moss, it was okay. It's kind of a nice muted smell. But I was thinking, it's like, the pine, I could do like a morning video. Those of you who are of a certain age read old, remember the old Coast commercials, Coast soap. And the idea was, it's supposed to be so refreshing, it would wake you up. And, the smell in particular, that was what they sold Coast with back in the 70s and the 80s. And my thought was to try to give the Dr. Squatch pine the morning test, because I'm not a morning person. I'm not even one of those, don't talk to me until I've had 2 cups of coffee white people. I am a leave me the fuck alone at least until noon. Otherwise, you risk walking away from the encounter with a limb missing white person. I mean, come on, look at this. So I think we may have to pit Dr. Squatch up against Ernest Supplies and see which is the more invigorating morning soap. All right. Let's see here. We'll go for the big gun. So this, my trophy, I had to go fighting with customer service at Birchbox to get, because apparently these were sold out just like that. And it was either this or a pair of socks. So this is a silver flask. We will show you the lid. It is your everyday stainless steel flask. See if there's anything on the back. Let's see here. So it looks like they have designs on the front, and they have it checked. So it looks like I'm getting hair of the dog, but there's also the hell with work, salut, to my health, don't drink and ride, great expectations, and private reserve. And yes, sure enough, the printed message says hair of the dog. And you are getting a delightful little reflection of my camera in the area that I see. But there it is. It looks like it's got a flat bottom. So in theory, yes, it can sit on a flat surface. So 3 ounces. Theoretically TSA safe, even though I sincerely doubt they would let you carry it on. This is not a commercial airline body. I have not flown since 2010 for reasons, 350 of them in particular. So I haven't gone through a TSA security screening in a very, 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 very long time. But I would assume, I don't know if anybody's watching this and they fly more frequently. I know it's a 3-ounce flask. It is marked very clearly on the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that in the reflection, but it's clearly marked as 3 ounces. And I know that 3 is the magic number for the TSA. I just don't know if this is flight worthy. But nonetheless, we have the design. Here the dog, complete with little dog etched into it. So I'm cool with it. I'm just not happy about the fact that I had to put on ugly panda mode to get this arranged. Again, Birchbox, I love you guys. I really do. I look like this, and I'm still sending out to you for grooming products. Dear God, people, get your shit together already. So, we have the soap, we have the flask, and we have a jar of Clark's Botanicals Smoothing Marine Cream. It is an anti-aging powerhouse that hydrates, smooths, and exfoliates with glycolic acid and algae. Apply a thin layer to face morning and night on sensitive skin. Start with once-a-day use. So, I'm not sure if we want something that high octane on my skin. I mean, I don't hide the fact that I'm kind of a pasty-faced white gamer. I don't know if my little delicate skin could handle something that could be, but we'll see. Likewise, we will bring this being this is Birchbox, we will give it the obligatory sniff test. The smell's not bad. It's not really overpowering. It doesn't have that grandmother oil of Olay smell to it. It doesn't smell like kind of traditional moisturizing product. I could probably see myself wearing this, and like I mentioned when I did the bespoke post video, I am of that age where I guess everybody tells me I need to start thinking about a moisturizer. Okay, sure. So we have my favorite part of the box, the stuff wrapped in tissue paper. That one moment of the month where I don't get to feel like poor white trash making YouTube videos out of his little bedroom office here in Cary, North Carolina. I get to feel special. I get to feel rich. I get to feel moneyed. Not quite Kardashian. Y'all don't need to see my ass, or at least not on this channel, but you get the idea. Let's see here. So, okay. I see some leads here. Now, again, so this being Birchbox, the idea is they send you samples, and if you like the samples, you send out for the full. We have Hans de Foucault Modify Pomade. A lightweight modern pomade that's great for slicked back but never greasy look. Warm a dab in your palms, apply to dry hair for texture or wet hair for a smooth finish. So if you've been watching these, you all know that I kind of decided to indulge my inner bear, that is to say big fat furry gay male, and kind of mow this all down back in September. And I'm now feeling my inner neckbeard man-child coming back out, which means I'm going to start growing my hair. And provided I don't have a slob or pore-shaming moment that sends me off to groom, probably in about 2 years from now, I will have this wonderful, delightful, amazing mane of hair that I will have pulled back in a ponytail. Unfortunately, that means for the next 18 months or so, I'm going to be in this very awkward phase where I need to do something with my hair as it grows in. And, well, I think this pomade might be the cure for what ails me. Usually, I use towel dry. I got, ironically enough, I got towel dry's pomade. They call it paste styler, in a box about 1.5 years ago, and that's kind of been my go-to. But if I find a better product, sure. So the sniff test. Very, very, very faint fragrance. Kind of putting it between the fingers. It's a little tacky. I don't think I have quite enough hair to actually go in and make it do anything. No, I guess it's kind of sticking up. When it comes time to do the January video and maybe the February video, I'll have enough hair to actually use hair product. And of course, my Birchbox subscription is up in February as well. So if our friends at the Birch don't get their shit together, there might be no product going in my hair after February, but nonetheless, we'll see. It feels fine. I don't think I quite have enough hair yet to actually need to hold it. Right now, I'm kind of in hat mode for about the next 2 or 3 months. The last thing that we have is Heroes and Aristocrats by Royal Apothec. It is Ultra Shave Cream Gel, Shave Prep and Recovery in one, with lightly exfoliating lactic acid and healing vitamin E. Lightly coat the shave area, no need to lather. Shave and rinse to reveal smooth skin. Translation: put a little bit on this side of the cheek, put a little bit on this side of the cheek, and however, knowing me, I will eventually find myself in a position where I am slob shamed or pore shamed into eventually doing something with my facial hair. Maybe I'll be lured in by that fantasy of a middle class existence. Somebody will say, well, if you just look like you want white collar employment, they'll hire you for white collar employment. It's never happened. 2 master's degrees and near complete doctorate. I'm still waiting for that to materialize, but I have that little optimistic, that fat little hairy little orphan Annie inside me who just starts thinking the sun will come out tomorrow, and the next thing I know, I'm at a Supercuts getting my hair butchered, and I'm hacking this shit off my face, and I'm usually pretty miserable within about 1 or 2 months after, and I'm growing it all back. So I don't do a lot of shaving these days, but I will give this a feel, maybe. And of course, because I have to do the obligatory sniff test. What would a sample video be if I wasn't? Oh, God damn it. Okay. I'm not going to say sniff test fails. I'm going to bring out the official Cut-A-Bitch knife. I'm going to use this edge. I will not be denied. So I'm kind of starting to realize the more people I see doing videos, everybody kind of has their own angle for making YouTube videos, man. I will be the fucking fat dude who like snorts grooming products for people's entertainment and hits, you know, because all 4 of you watching apparently need something to see. And damn, if this is not all right, I think I got it. Okay, I'll wipe the blade off in a second. Oh, look at that. Just a little. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit snorting shaving cream. This isn't bad. You know, I have such a poorly trained palate. I know something smells good, but I can't articulate it. I am the world's worst white person when it comes to wine, because like I can drink it and it's like, I like it, give me more, or holy shit, it's ghost piss, it's goat piss. But I can't do the readings of wine that other shishi white people can. I guess that's just not like my secret skill set. So, oh man, they didn't put any of the scents down. Seriously. Let's see if I can see anything on the label here. External use only. Keep out of eyes. It just says fragrance. Okay, well, Royal Apothic, whatever fragrance you're using, is actually not bad. Also, it doesn't feel that greasy going on the skin either. Maybe when I have my low self-esteem moment, maybe when I'm either slob-shamed or poor-shamed into grooming up, maybe your cream will be the weapon of destruction that sends me into yet another emotional tailspin. So, anyway, to recap, all in all, happy with the box. Not happy with the hoops that I had to jump through to get it, but nonetheless, happy with the box. So we've got one more recap. We've got the Royal Apothic, what are they officially calling this? Shave Cream Gel. We have the Hans de Foucault Modify Pomade. We have the Clark's Botanicals Soothing Marine Cream. That's probably going to irritate the shit out of my skin. We have the Ernest Supplies Awaken Exfoliate Body Bar, which may be appearing in a follow-up video, because I still have to do the one that I promised my friends at Dr. Squatch I would do for the Pine Tar. And then finally, we have the Isola 3-ounce flask, and I totally forgot to read the description, so we'll close on that. A stainless steel vessel engraved with some sipping inspiration, not that you'll need it. Fill using a funnel. Slip into your breast pocket before braving the blustery evening. So, there we are. All in all, decent box. Again, not decent means for procuring the box. Birchbox, I love you guys, but seriously, you need to get your shit together, because this is getting way too... The pleasure to pain ratio that I'm getting from your service is just about to the point where I'm about ready to cut ties. So, hopefully, January is a little better, or at least a little less stressful, and we'll see everybody then.